Hey y'all, happy Thursday. Hope you all have had a good week so far. So today we are going to start an assignment that you guys will have today and tomorrow to work on. But I want to go over kind of what's in it and what is expected of you, and that kind of thing. So yesterday you all did the historical snapshot assignment. Today we're going to go a little bit further and expand on some stuff it talked about yesterday, and then add some new stuff into it as well. One of the things we're going to look at is, and this will be review, is the Nile River. We've talked about that before. This will go into it a little bit in more detail than we have so far. So the Nile River should be pretty simple. The two new things are going to be talking about the kingdoms and dynasties of Egypt. Essentially, that is the different time periods of Egypt, essentially. And you'll read about it in here, but we have, well, say we as like historian people, have broken ancient Egypt down into three general sections: Old Kingdom, New Kingdom, and Middle Kingdom. And this goes into why they did that, what happened in which kingdom, like which kingdom were the pyramids built in, who created who was the first pharaoh, those kind of things. And that will be in this article here. And then this last one is something that we will talk about more probably next week and the next few weeks, actually, and that is mummies. Why ancient Egyptians mummified people, what they thought the purpose was, and that kind of thing. So this is just going to be an intro into mummies, and there will be a few questions that would go with it. Now, if you have done these before, you'll know that there are questions that go with it. And if you click on the next page of this module, you'll open up the article there, and it will have you open a new window, obviously. And I'll go ahead and do that. And then it will take you, hopefully, to this right here. Now, before you answer the questions, make sure that you click edit document and then edit changes in Word. That way you can still submit it up here. Yours will have a submit button up here. So make sure you click edit and then edit in Word. That way it keeps the submit button for you, and it should save your answers to your OneDrive. That way you have them later. So there are, I think, 11 questions. Yes. There are a few multiple choice mixed in. So you can use I think this one lets you use the text to speech if you need it. Let's see. Maybe. Maybe. I thought it did. Maybe it doesn't. Let's see. Aha. No, that's not what I want. Yeah. I'll go through the questions for you. If you have figured out a way to have it being read to you, if you would like, more power to you. You can use that if you would like. But here are the questions, and each one at the top has which section it comes from. So the first one: what is a dynasty and what role did it play in ancient Egypt? What did King Menes do for ancient Egypt, and why is he important to their history? Explain how the time period of ancient Egypt is divided into parts and why that is necessary. And then 4, how were the Hyksos able to invade and conquer ancient Egypt? 5, why has the Nile been called a river of life since ancient times? A, it has more species of fish. B, it supplies water to countries throughout the Middle East. C, it is the main source of irrigation for Egyptian agriculture. And D, it is vital for the transporting of oil to the Persian Gulf. 6, which of the following was the reason behind the seasons? I guess I have 2 of those there. Don't need that. In ancient Egypt, phases of the moon, agriculture and farming, religious beliefs and practices, or the pharaoh's mood. Was he in a good mood or a bad mood? 7, what is shaduf and how did the ancient Egyptians use it? And then question 8, how would ancient Egypt have been different had it not been located next to the Nile River? 9, why did the Egyptians believe in mummifying people after they died? 10, what role did canopic jars and natron play in the mummifying process? And then 11, what Egyptian god was seen as being responsible for the embalming and mummifying process? Ra, Anubis, Osiris, or Isis? Those are your questions for this. And then don't forget that you also have to take the attendance quiz for today as well. So that is what you are doing today. And then tomorrow will be a work day on this as well. So if you all have questions or have any technical issues, let me know. Other than that, I hope you all have a good rest of your Thursday, and I will see you all back here tomorrow.